Right around 30 days, I wanted to get high. That's what I wanted to do. And if I would have left here, say at, 28, 30 days, I would have relapsed.
And that, my friends, is what makes SOBA different. It's not 28 days and then they send you home and they wish you luck on your own. And we are so happy that Doug Minder is here. He's going to share his story with us. We were so pleasantly surprised when you made it this morning. So thank you for being here
I'm glad I'm here.
to talk with us. And of course, Greg's still here along with Alex and Daniel Baldwin. But wow, you said it wasn't 28 days. SOBA's different. How long was your recovery, Doug?
I mean, it's an ongoing process. I mean, even today, 4.5 years later. But really, it took about, before I was actually hired at SOBA, I had to get a year of sobriety, and it took every minute of a year in order to really get it.
Mm-hmm. And what was different about SOBA?
What was different for me, I mean, it was just the experience itself with the people that were there, the therapists, the staff. Not only that, but just it was a safe environment. There wasn't guys around me getting high. It wasn't a cool thing to do to get high and try to cheat the system. It was, yeah, we're all here and if someone's getting high, we're going to tell on you.
That's one thing I found so interesting the first time we talked was the fact that I asked you, I said, well, how long is your program? And really you said, it just depends on the person because everyone's different. Correct? But it's definitely not 28 days and, we send you home.
Yeah, 28 doesn't work.
Yeah.
And especially, well, really for anybody. I didn't get to treatment in 28 days, and by the time you detox and you get your sea legs, I guess,
Yeah.
You're just getting going and it's time to leave. And then you're going to go back to the same environment and it doesn't work. So we figured out a way to have people transition. It's not like they sit in inpatient the whole time.
Right.
So they go from residential treatment to what's called PHP, which is a lower level of care, and then they go into IOP that has sober living that's in combination with it. So in a structured environment with accountability over a long period of time, the odds of somebody being able to maintain this have increased really dramatically. And now we have another IOP in Bernie that has opened up that it is like even a fourth phase for people that live at home, need a little bit of more therapy. Alex actually knows.
Yeah, tell us a little more about that.
Our Bernie outpatient facility is open now. And what that is this is for, whether you're a little bit older, you have a job, or you're in school, and you say, I can't check into treatment for 30 days, 90 days, because I have a job and I can't lose it, I'm going to school. So the outpatient in Bernie, actually we have evening classes where you can do outpatient, daytime classes. So it's tailored not to what we want to do, it's tailored to what people are requesting, what we've been getting asked.
So it fits in your life.
It absolutely fits in. The phone calls that we get, people are asking, I see SOBA, I see you guys on TV, but there's no way I'm coming there. Mm-hmm. So when we said, well, there's evening class.
We'll come to you.
Yeah.
Well, and this is exactly what it was. Optimally, when someone has a serious problem, we want them to come in and we want them to stay full time, shut it down. But the reality of that when you have children, and Greg and Alex sat listening to the phone calls that were coming in, and these are the men that actually you don't get. You may initially leave a message to someone, but you're going to get a phone call from the director, the owner, somebody that's well up the list, because they're going to be the ones that decides where it is that they can send you and how they can help you. And they were finding that there were people out there that just couldn't commit to that kind of level of treatment.
Too many responsibilities.
But they, but they were, if they weren't, don't misunderstand something. If they couldn't, if they didn't have a chance for success, I mean, these guys know exactly what they're doing. Greg can tell you. He can even tell you your story before he knows by the parents. I mean, he's so used to it now. So here was something that was missing. A component was, I've got 3 kids. I got to pay a mortgage. How can I make this work? And there's different packages of days you can come, and they really are going to cater it around exactly what Alex said. What is it that you need, and how can we help you? Which is very rare to find in this business.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah,
I've never heard of
very
anything
rare.
like that before.
Well, we're helping the kids, and now we have the moms calling saying that they actually need help too. So
yeah, that's where the kids are getting the pills.
I was going to
moms.
say they have to come from somewhere. It's not their
Absolutely.
prescription.
And a lot of people are really scared, so they need to kind of put a toe in the water and come in and find out what it's going to be about, A lot of people who come in for outpatient find out they need a little more, but their comfort level is better because they've met people, they kind of, and we can guide them into whatever they need.
Doug, what was it like for you? Daniel has talked so much about the fact that at SOBA, it's like a family when you're in recovery. You don't feel alone. You're not, off in your room having to deal with, everything on your own. You really do have this support system. And did you find that while you were going through it?
Definitely. When I first came in, there was a group of us that went through the process together. So there was 5 or 6 of us that basically we all got a year together. And then there were guys with 6 months more, I guess, sobriety than us, and they would come and talk to us and whatnot, and made us feel at home. There wasn't any bullying going on, right, or this is my bed. Like, none of that stuff was going on. It was just a positive, happy environment. And looking back on it, I was crazy. I was just totally insane. And I'm just so grateful that I was able to get it and not be another statistic, because the basic 28-day program, I think the success rate's 3%.
Right.
So
and did you hear what he just said? 6 of us who got a year.
That's 6.
Yeah.
You go
That's 6.
you go any place and try to get a graduating class of 6 that all went in at the same time. It doesn't exist.
And Doug wasn't an easy guy. He's also my nephew.
I know he is.
So I would grab him by the collar sometimes and say, look, you just need to come over and sit down. And he, had a lot of things that went on in our family, that, we lost his dad to this, then my sister, and then his brother. And this is the danger of it, is that they were on a camping trip, and they were taking Oxycontins, and because of the the altitude and the weather, his brother ended up passing away next to him in a sleeping
Doug,
bag.
I'm so sorry.
And it was like, what do you do with that?
Yeah.
So when he came in, I said, this is what we're going to do with this. And
well, you're my hero, and I know everyone
he is a hero,
thinks the world of you, and thank you so much for coming and for sharing your story, and I hope you'll stick around, because after the break, we're going to talk a little more about the holistic approach that SOBA takes when they are dealing with recovery. So we'll do that after the break. Stay with us, everyone. Thank you for being here, Doug.